I want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with Sylvia Hatchell and her family, with the situation that we heard about today. So we're thinking about her, and, we're all praying for her. So.
Coach, how do you explain the lack of explosiveness in the offense so far? It seems like there hasn't been that many long plays, especially last year.
Some of it's by by design. There were some games where we weren't pushing the ball down the field. Some of it's effort. Some of it's tempo. Some of it's not making the plays that need to be made. There's a lot of things that come into play. But you're right. We need to be making more explosive plays. There's no doubt about it. And we have the people to do it, and we got to get it done Thursday.
Today being like a Wednesday for you, are you where you want to be?
Yeah, I think we had a great Tuesday practice yesterday and a great Wednesday practice today, and tomorrow is our Thursday practice, so we'll polish it up. But I think everybody understands the game plan. I think there's not any confusion out there, so a couple extra days helps.
Is it at all disappointing that the 1-4 start's taking some luster off that?
It doesn't matter what's going on. Yeah, that definitely takes. That's disappointing. But it's not going to take any luster off what we do Thursday night. I mean, it's we're focusing on the next game, and we can't worry about what's happened in the past. We have to learn from the mistakes, the corrections that we've made, and just move on.
How do you feel about the offensive line where it is right now, midway through the
We're
season?
making progress. I mean, we're just we're not where we want to be. But I'm not sure where we want to be at any position on the field right now. I mean, if we were, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in. So we've got a lot of improvement to make across this team, and I can tell you that these guys are working really hard, and they've got great energy at practice, and hopefully it's going to show on Thursday night.
In terms of goals that are left out there, what do you talk about with the guys? Is it mainly a bowl game at this point?
No, we haven't talked about any of them. The only goal that we're focused on right now is being 1-0. That's it, just 1-0.
Tell us anything about Bren's situation. How's he doing?
Doing fine. Yeah, he's moving around well. He hasn't had any pain in the foot. I mean, he's doing really good. Yeah.
So he'll start on Thursday night?
Yes, definitely.
Big game coming up here in a couple of days. What have you seen out of the Miami defense looking at tape?
I've seen a lot of good things. I mean, they got a lot of good secondary, a lot of good corners, a lot of good safeties. But I feel like we can find a little weakness with them and expose that weakness. So.
How do you think the crowd might play into this? I mean, this game's been hyped for months.
Right. I mean, we get a big crowd, get a lot of energy, come out with energy. And if we come out with energy, I feel like we're going to have a great game. And that energy going to come from the crowd. So.
Quinshad said that looking at the film, he feels like there's places where you guys can have success. I mean, is that something you've seen also?
Yeah, I do too. Any defense has holes. From the best defenses in the country to the worst. So this bye week we focused more on ourselves, and it's going to be on Thursday night. It's going to be what we do. We're not necessarily worried about what they do, what their coverage is, or how they blitz or anything. But if we do what we're supposed to do, run our offense, and everybody does their job, then we're gonna be able to exploit them.
What are you guys expecting as far as atmosphere, just going into a game like this?
For me, this is gonna be my first night game. Other than South Carolina was at 6, but it was still light. So this is gonna be my first college night game. It's gonna be on ESPN. We need a victory, man. So we're hoping that everybody comes out. We're gonna have a lot of energy. It's gonna be at home. The new uniforms are getting brought out, so we need a win bad. So that's really the only motivation we need, and especially with a top 10 team coming in. We're expecting a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm.
Huge game coming up in a couple of days. What do you guys have to do, and what have you seen out of the Miami defense looking at tape?
I mean, obviously they're a top 10 team. They're solid across the board defensively. They've got some good players. I think if we can just get after it, really pound the rock, and just keep them on their heels, not give up those plays where we lose yards. We can just keep moving forward, run the ball well. I think we'll get them on their heels. We'll win it.
Atmosphere-wise, I mean, this game has been hyped for months. The Zero Dark Thursday has been out there for since the summer, it seems like. I mean, what are you guys kind of expecting from the crowd to the atmosphere going into a game like this?
I'm excited. Week 1 we came out, played South Carolina on Thursday night, and that was a great atmosphere. But now we've got them in our turf, friendly crowd, and it's going to be awesome. Blacked out game. I think it's going to be the funnest game of the year.